One thing I want to ask you before we start getting close to wrapping this up. Who is Jerry Housey?
Jerry Housey is a father, a husband, entrepreneur, somebody who cares about the community.
Welcome to another episode of Sippin On Excellence. I'm your man, Kenny, Coach KJ Johnson, and I'm never by myself. With my dude, my man, the magnificent
Oh, snap.
Dr. Lionel Hunt.
What up, y'all? What up?
We talk about everything life, liberty, and the pursuit of excellence. Now what?
No filter, no
What?
bullshit.
What?
We just bring it. And, dude, we got my man in the hot seat. Why don't you tell everybody who's here with us today?
Oh, snap.
right.
Let me hear this.
All right. Let me
Pop your collar.
let me pop his collar for him.
Right?
Let me see what my man going to do.
My man is probably one of the best kept secrets in LA in the training atmosphere, in the training world. I'm not even gonna say the training world, the transformation world.
Oh, yeah.
My man is all about getting results, and
That's
that's
a fact.
all he care about.
That's a fact.
If you ain't about the results, he gonna shut you down. My man Jerry Housey, Mr. Stronghouse.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Stronghouse.
Oh, my
Tell him
God.
about it.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas, man?
What's
Yo,
happening?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you for even allowing me to be a part of this, man.
Man.
This is dope, man.
We've been talking about this for a long time. We're
Yeah.
like, dude, we got to get Jerry on here. We got to get Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause Yeah.
Number one, good conversationalist. Number two,
Yeah.
you got shit to talk about and we know you.
Yeah, we talk about a lot, man, especially in the gym. So,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
house, we talk about everything at Strong House.
A little bit of everything. And all of things.
We'll keep it right there.
Yeah, keep it clean, keep it sassy.
Yes.
My man, what's going on with you, bro? You've
Blessed,
been in.
man.
How long you been in the training game?
I've been personal training for probably the last 10 years.
Okay.
9 to 10 years. Yeah, 2015 year, first year of training. But I've been training my whole life though, man.
Yeah.
You know, just being an athlete, playing football, playing basketball. I know most people don't think I know how to play basketball, but I know how to play a little bit of ball.
I know how to play a little bit.
Just a little bit,
A
you know,
little bit.
me being from the Bronx, you gotta have a little bit of, you know, some hoops in your background.
You better.
So
But think about it. If you're a true athlete, you can almost kind of play almost anything to a certain degree. You can't take it to that level.
yeah, you can play any sport. I don't mean you're gonna excel.
That's what I mean. But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
right.
but if you're a true athlete, because you said, you know, you excelled in football, there's a lot of football players that can play a little bit of baseball, a little bit of basketball, and still do okay.
Baseball is my first love, actually. Yeah, I love baseball, man. I used to go to, so I probably went to over maybe about 100 Yankee games, man.
Really?
And never paid for them.
Of course not.
Nah, it was crazy because growing up in the Bronx, so like, what me and my friends used to do is you used to go to some of the Yankee games, and you'll be surprised how many people go there with extra tickets. And us being like 11, 12 years old, we like, please, you have any extra tickets? And they're like, hey, take the tickets. So, you know, sometimes we'll go to the game. And, you know, then sometimes if it's a good ticket, we sell that ticket. You know? Hey, you had
do what
to
you gotta
hustle.
do.
You got to hustle when you're at that age,
Oh,
man.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
New York City definitely taught me the life of a hustler. So we did that, man. I went to over 100 Yankee games, and I remember as a kid, I had a signed ball by Derek Jeter and Joe Torre on the same ball, right? Because they used to go through this tunnel, and they used to this. If they saw kids out there, you know, some of them used to stop, man. They were some good guys, man.
You still got that ball?
No. So I sold it that same day.
the same
Right.
day.
To the lady in, you know them ice cream with the little dots?
Yeah.
Where the little ice cream. So this lady was like, I'll give you $20 for that. I said, hell, shit.
At your
You know what
age,
$20 gonna do
She,
for me?
she retired now off that ball.
Yo, listen.
Right. She living
Yo,
on 5th Street.
Right.
Yo, listen, she
Get down.
she got that ball, and I took that $20. That probably lasted me like 2.5 weeks, bro.
Oh,
Like, I
Those
felt-
were the days.
What?
When you ain't got that coin,
Yeah,
those
you
are
know how to
the
make it
days.
at
Yo,
that
this-
age too?
Yo, this is a little bit off topic, but I just went back down to New York City, right? And you know the zebra cakes,
Yeah.
Like, was even
I know
case of
exactly
like,
what you're talking about.
yo, so when I was growing up, they was 25 cents.
Okay.
I went into the store, they are $2.
Yeah.
I said, get the fuck out of here. Nobody's paying $2 for that. Like,
And you was looking forward to getting it.
Yo,
just because it's nostalgia.
Well, the way I grew up, like when we went to, it's something called Roberto Clemente swimming pool, the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we used to always go, and my parents used to give me like 50 cents to $1, and you know, that will last you. You know, you get like a little Nutty Buddy or whatever, and you can get like
Nutty
a little
Buddy.
drink. Yeah, pause.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
You used to get one of those or like a zebra cake
Yeah.
or something like that. They all used to be $0.25. But now seeing everything is $2, I'm like, wow, like we living in a time right now.
We live in a different era, bro.
Yeah, man, you really gotta make money. Like,
Yeah.
I can't picture my mother giving me $4 or $5 like a day. Like, nah, that was not happening.
Man, let me. I want you to tell him because he didn't believe me.
Mm-hmm.
What was your job before you started training? What did you do before you started training?
I was working at Skechers. I was part of that finance team over there.
Wait a minute.
I told him he said
So
no,
you
he
were,
did.
so you were an accountant.
So I went to school. So, okay. When I went to University of Buffalo,
Okay.
right, for college,
Yeah.
I went there originally for accounting, right? But trying to manage football, I was still trying to party, be in the mix.
So let everybody know you played football for University of
Yes,
Buffalo.
University of Buffalo.
Okay.
And try to play football for them, party and study. Yo, I was like, nah, I can't do it. So I went to my counselor and I said, it's like going into like my second year or something. I said, what can I graduate with the credits I have now? And she said, you're on track for international business and finance. So I was like, all right, let's do that.
You're like, all right, we gonna do that.
This is not gonna work for me. Yeah. And so I did that, man. And I don't use what I know now. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. The school system is like half the stuff, unless you were like in a medical field or something like that. But in my field, I don't use any of that.
Yeah.
On the data, it's systems that plug and play. So it's kind of crazy that we still teach these kids.
You don't use any of that in your business today. Not
No.
in the art of your business, but in the business side of your business.
In the business side of it, no.
Yeah.
I know I'm good at Excel and how to create great Excel sheets and stuff like that. And I do a lot of that work on the end. But as far as like I use some of it, but I think not all of it. The stuff that the 3-4 years of taking all those classes, like
You talk to most people in business, and they'll tell you 90% of what you use in school, like if you go get your MBA and all that stuff, you don't use that. Most business is common sense.
Yeah,
And just somebody with street smarts will get way further than somebody with an MBA if you put them in a room.
I remember taking a class and the teacher was saying, just because you graduate don't mean that you know what you're doing.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
They said they hire you because they said you're teachable. You basically,
You're going to learn on the job.
yeah, you're going to learn on the job. And so, like, if you got a person who can really understand certain concepts and that's going to be a hustler, yo, listen, anybody can do anything except like, being like you know.
You still got to hustle.
But you at the top of the game, bro.
You still got to hustle.
Still got to hustle.
You think about it. Go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, think about when your hustle started,
Yeah.
long before you came to LA. When did you start hustling? And then as you grow, as you learn things, your hustle changes,
Yeah.
right? But the hustler in you,
Nah.
think about the people now, like this next generation that's
Yeah.
coming up who has to hustle less or doesn't have to hustle. They don't get far.
No.
They don't get far.
You know the people I respect? Those kids outside, like Target, Walmart, selling those candies. I was like, yo,
That's the whole game.
I'm like, yo, listen, it's some art to that.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I used to do that. I used to sell candy on the New York City train, right? It's a certain type of confidence you gotta have.
To walk
just
up
to
to a
walk up to
stranger.
a person and just say, hey, can you buy this for my team uniform? Even though you probably lying, who cares? But I'd rather see you hustle this way than go into like drugs and stuff like that. Like actually work and get some money. Like I used to make $700 a week, like selling candies on the New York City trains, man. it was crazy. And at the age of 14, 15 years old doing that's a lot of money, man.
And whatever story you're telling to get that product in someone's hands, it's not like you asking for a donation for your team. Yeah. You're saying, hey.
You do ask for donations.
No, but I'm saying. What I'm saying. But you're saying, I got something to give you if you give me something.
Right.
If you don't want the candy, we'll still take the money.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think the big thing also, when going back to just the word hustle and understand, we've always talked about it. People mistake hustle and grind. Mm-hmm. You're a hustler. Like, you start with nothing, you're going to figure out how to create something. Mm-hmm. A grind is just beating it to pulverizing something. Mm-hmm. You're very, very good at hustling. You when I first met you, and I was like, what's your deal? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, I'm opening my own gym.
Yeah,
from
I remember
day
that
one.
conversation.
From day one. I said, okay. And I just kept asking him every day.
I remember having that conversation with you.
Yeah,
same thing.
I just kept asking to see where you were, and you just stayed on it. I was just like, this dude's on it.
I always say you have to be like what you want to be. And don't, some people wait until that moment comes and then they want to be a boss or want to be a gym owner or whatever it is. If you want to be that, be it today. Like, you don't wait till that happens because, sometimes you might not understand how to handle it. So I'd rather go through the trials and tribulations in the beginning and then, wait till that moment comes. Because when I had the gym, I had everything already situated. Yeah. Like, besides us being in the pandemic, that's the only thing I couldn't plan for. But everything that was going to the gym, like, I planned for.
We were still getting by.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we had to hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, people never get past the whiteboard stage.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing my plan. I'm planning to do this. I'm planning to do that. And nobody ever implements.
Yeah.
It's always a plan. It's always an idea. I got great ideas. Well, they don't mean shit if you don't do shit with it.
Yeah.
And how we were talking about, he was saying something about the hustle and the grind. I think the difference is nobody enjoys the grind.
No.
It's the hustle. If a true hustler enjoys the hustle. Mm-hmm. If it's a grind, it's just like I said, it grinds you down, it beats you down. Nobody enjoys a grind. So if you enjoy what you're doing, it's not a grind. It's a hustle.
You can enjoy it, but I always say being consistent, it's hard. It's like
with anything.
Yeah, but you just sometimes I look at like the way my life is set up and how like some of my other friends like I grew up with. It's like I feel like the only difference is it's like I'm just being consistent. And like I just show up for myself every day. And if you want something in life, you can go get it, especially in this life. But you're gonna have to deal with some, you have to deal with some shit,
So when you say you show up for yourself every day, how do you do that?
By whatever I said I'm gonna do it.
When did you get that mindset?
I had to be like that, just growing up and watching my mother being like that. My mother was she had her own business, and then when that went bad, she became like basically a street hustler. She sold everything, like T-shirts, hats, DVDs, coffee mugs, dresses, everything. So just watching her do that every day for our family and not taking a day off, like she worked every day. And so seeing her be like that, I was like, that gave me the motivation. Like, I could do this too. And so I learned so much from my mom, man. My mom she's everything.
Yeah.
What pushed you to say, you know what? I think I want to get into this fitness game.
Well, I got into it. Well, I really don't know. It's like I wanted to look good. I always know I always wanted to look good, and so I know working out was like that, right? And I got into this game here just to train athletes. To be honest with you, at first, is to deal with like NFL, NBA guys. I just wanted to be connected to the sports world. So I did that. I worked with, when I moved out here about 12 years ago, I reached out to a couple people, and then I did an internship with a guy named TG from Athletic Gains. Yeah. So I worked under him for a little bit in his team. He has an amazing team. He had an amazing team at the time, just learning from those guys, just being around them. I got into that world, and then, to be honest with you, I saw like the fact that when you're dealing with athletes sometimes, like, You really have to like.
It's a different.
It's a different world. Like you have to be really on them, And I feel like, yo, if you really want to be in this, like, I shouldn't have to chase you around. Like, you know, just like I used to say this when I was a high school coach, right? If you're passionate about something, I shouldn't have to tell you to do it. Yeah. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you to go to the weight room. I shouldn't have to tell you to be here on time. This is stuff that you should want to do. Like, so if you're passionate about this game or whatnot, you know, but when you get to a certain level, you know, it comes with a little bit of entitlement. So I just didn't like that.
Loss of the passion. Maybe you lose the passion.
Yeah. So I just didn't want to continue dealing with that. And then I just started training people and then seeing the confidence I used to bring into people on a day-to-day basis, man. And then the confidence I had in myself, because I was 270, and then I dropped down. I was losing a bunch of weight. I think I dropped all the way down. Now I'm about 210. Who knows what I'm now? I had some barbecue ribs. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit was good. I ain't gonna hold you. No plug, but yeah.
What was that turning moment? You were like, you know what? I can do this now, and I can do it for myself. Like, I'm my own.
And what? The business or just the fitness?
In fitness, you are your business, right? So at what point? We're not to the gym stage yet. To the you having your own facility. At what point do you say I can make a living off this, and it be me?
When I started working at Crunch, right? I started working at Crunch in 2015. I think January of 2015, and I knew I could be a good trainer, but I was around a lot of great trainers, so I was trying to learn as much as I could from them, like, you know, Tashi, Jade, all these guys. I was trying to learn as much as I can. So then when it came to me, like, actually trying to get a client, people was looking at me like, you know what, Jerry, you cool, but it seemed like you need to get a trainer, right? And I was from an era where I ain't thought, like, my strength coaches, my fitness coaches, they wasn't always in the best shape. But, you know, they knew how to motivate somebody, right? To get somebody to get off their couch, to continuously to work into to continue to work on themselves or whatnot, right? So when I saw how some of the great trainers were, they was eating like raw broccoli. They were just like really, you know, lean. So I was like, damn, I gotta get.
And they're also Hollywood trainers.
Well, yeah, we in LA. That's one thing I realized. Like,
it's a different ballgame.
LA, you have to look the part, right? So I was like, okay, this is what I got to do. So if I really want to take myself seriously as a trainer and as a business, let me post a before and after of myself, right? Let me post a before and say, you know, watch me transform my body in 30 days. And if I really want to take this thing seriously, let me really focus on it, right? So I learned about macronutrients. Yeah. And my homegirl Jess, she taught me that. She taught me macronutrients, and that changed the game. In the first month, I lost 17 pounds. Wow. I was like, oh, shit. Like
I could do this.
And then, like, you know, you start seeing the weight drop off. You know, it's just... You just
changes your confidence.
Yeah, you walking around different. Like I'm walking around the crib, like looking at the wife, like, you see it. Yeah.
The double XL becomes an XL.
Yeah, you know. Nah, I don't think I was a
let me tell you, I understand.
But I was a size 42 in the pants. Pause. I was size 42 waist, and now I'm like, I think 34 now. So I did lose a lot. Big boy. But
what would you say was the toughest part of that journey?
Being disciplined or not one, like who doesn't like to eat?
Yeah,
like, I'm still a fat boy. Right? That's why I relate to my clients. Like, 'cause I understand, like, yo, it's hard, but you know, this set boundaries for yourself, or get down to the weight that you want to look like, or get down to the body percent that you want to be, and then you give yourself room, like wiggle room. Like it's hard to, you know, to always stay looking good and feel motivated to work out, but you know, you gotta be self-motivated. You know, I'm very self-motivated. I want to look good.
Yeah. Do you have any rules for your clients?
As far as what? It's
like
a bunch
just
of
working,
rules.
like working.
It's a bunch of rules.
What are your top rules for people that work with you? That you.
What do you tell them day one?
I'm gonna make you mentally and physically stronger than you were before you walked through that door. And so
what do I have to do?
Nothing. I'm gonna supply with everything. Just bring your guts. Just show up every day. It's literally show up.
They bring your guts.
Yeah. I expect a certain level. Just like you're gonna expect a certain level from me, I'm gonna expect that same level for you. So like if you're going outside, you know, getting drunk and, you know, doing whatever drugs, whatever it is, I'm not gonna change. Like, so you're gonna learn how to deal with that, or this is not gonna be a great partnership. Like I need people who's like locked in and focused.
Have you ever fired anybody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes with it.
Yeah,
You know how
it
it
does.
is. Yeah, it comes with it. Sometimes you just can't deal with it.
Yeah, it's respecting your boundaries.
Yeah, you know. I learned that later. In the beginning, I was just trying to get the money. Like, give me the money. Give me the money. And then I got into the event when it wasn't about the money no more. It was just about like, can I make this person like change their life? Like, just to hear, like, I have some people who was like on high blood pressure pills. And after 5 months of training with me, they was on with those pills their whole life. After 5 months of training with me, they don't have to take those pills no more.
Yeah.
Pills no more. So I was like, wow. Doing stuff like that. Or I used to train this one girl that I was so scared to train at crunch. And her resting heart rate was like 100 and something.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
It was wild crazy. Right?
That's insane.
She was on these pills that was like kind of like slowing it down a little bit. And I was like, yo, I don't want to train this girl. Man. This girl pass out on me, man. It's gonna be nuts.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm with you on
I ended up training her, man. It got me out of my comfort zone. And we got to the point where her heart rate got down to, if I'm not mistaken, it was down into like the 80s or 70s, man. And I felt proud of
That's
that
tough.
because
Yeah.
you get a person who walk around and go on edge like that, like, yo, you be like, at least for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope you don't pass out in front of me. Like, I'm
Right.
not a doctor or nothing. I know that don't sound right. It don't feel right. Like, something about that is not right. Something
You're
about
like,
that ain't right.
I know CPR. I'm not trying to use it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, there's an AD over there, but I'm not using it.
That's a fact.
So please don't drop that. Yeah. What's if someone comes in and they want to train with you? What's one of the main things that you would throw at them to see where they're at?
Exercise?
Yeah, exercise wise.
Oh, I feel like I consider myself like the hit master. Like, so,
Okay.
excuse me.
Tell everybody what HIT means.
High intensity workouts where you combine like 3 different workouts into one. Or at least for me, I combine them in 3 different exercises into the one, and then with high reps, no break. You get like a 30-second break in between each circuit, but it's very high intense. So looking to burn almost like 600-700 calories an hour. So I'm really good at those type of workouts.
Good Lord, man.
She just gave me chest pain.
You be all right.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You be all right. Hey man,
I'm
I love
trying to
that
make
shit.
it through.
I love that shit, man. That shit, I love the sweat.
That is your bag.
Yeah.
I watch you go. I'm like, okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You got it. There you go.
I've always wondered this, and you both can, we've talked about this before, you both can answer this. I'd like to get your perspective on gym culture now versus, say, 20 years ago.
Well,
And then 10 years ago when you first started out. I think it's changing.
there was no privacy. Well, there's no privacy now. There's all these cameras and stuff everywhere. I understand it. Do I like it? It's all right. But gym culture, as far as at our gym, it's different than any other gym.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. Explain why.
Well, this is a gym where everybody talks to each other. Like you'll see, it feels like a. I always say this, and my wife does. She said that I need to stop saying this, but to me it feels like high school. Like everybody coming, you go in there, it's like you're going to see your friends.
You're about right.
You're right. Some people act like they're
And
still
some
high
people
school.
act like they're
Yeah, you
got a few.
We got a few, but you know, it's a part of the culture there, right? It's like a part of the community. You know, we all got that one uncle or one classmate that was crazy or whatever. But it's a good mix of people, and everybody got good intentions.
Yeah.
It's like one thing about Strong House, I would say, is no egos. I don't really play around with the ego thing. If you think you're better than somebody, then this is not the place for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to. It's a bunch of other gyms around. I don't want to call no gyms out, but it's a bunch of other gyms you can go to and have fun there. But at our gym, man, it's more about community. I want people in there that's gonna work hard and just have a goal and just get better.
Yeah.
Like our gym is a different gym. I love it. I love the atmosphere there.
During COVID, there was a surge that you saw in online social media coaches.
Yeah.
The gyms were closed, and so everybody's who thought they had an online presence just did this.
Yeah.
Do you see now that trend slowing? Or are there more and more people that are just that think, okay, I work out from time to time, I look good, I can be an online coach. Everybody's got a program.
It's a lot
for something.
It's a lot of everything out there. So it's like I respect everybody in their hustle. Hey, listen, if you got 1 million followers, I hope you let them 1 million followers buy into something for you or supporting you some type of way.
I hope you have a product.
Yeah, get your money. Like it's a great opportunity out there. You know, when the pandemic hit, like I wasn't really focused on the online stuff because I was building Stronghouse.
Yeah.
So that was when my focus was at. Like I should have been able to do both, but I was like, yo, I gotta build this. This is my baby. I'm putting my whole life into this right now.
Yeah.
Just gotta work, you know, especially in that type of time. But like, I respect everybody what they do. I know some great trainers, man, and I met some great trainers that came through Stronghouse that show love to us, man. So I respect everybody in their hustle. Everybody doing their own thing, man. Everybody doing their own thing.
Yeah.
You said you put your whole life into it.
Yeah, everything. Every dollar.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, I gotta have a plan B?
No, I walk in faith, and so it's 100 miles an hour. Like once I apply myself to something, then I'm 100 miles an hour. But I never really thought like, damn, if this just don't work, like what's next? Should I be on OnlyFans and doing fitness videos and stuff like that? Because I actually thought about that.
Yeah.
You know, somebody then everybody talked about what OnlyFans is for. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not doing that. I didn't know what OnlyFans is about.
There were actually people that
it's
started off.
There's everything. There's everything on OnlyFans.
I know some fitness people who are on OnlyFans that doing fitness content. Nothing else. I don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
But actually showing people how to work out and they're actually making real money off it, man.
You can find anything on OF.
Yeah. So it's like if you have an audience, you just direct them to there. And so that's what I'm starting to learn now. It's just you just talk to your audience. Don't care about where everybody else is going on.
I mean, that's what I tell people thinking about going into medicine. I'm like, if you can think of a plan B, then your plan A ain't for you.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
If you're not all in, and so having this conversation with somebody the other day about them starting their own business.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do know you're going to work harder as an employer than you do as an employee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when the doors close, you go home, you don't think about it no more.
That's a fact.
As an entrepreneur or a business owner, your vacation, your mind is still on your business.
Yes. Just
You don't get to.
I was in Cabo like this.
You don't get to. Yes, you can leave, but you're mentally still at work.
Yes.
And people who are like, I don't know if I can do that. Then business owner, entrepreneur ain't for you.
You choose
you
your
can't
heart,
work for
man.
yourself.
Yeah, it's very challenging, but it's very rewarding too, man. I love this. I love the fact that I'm able to do what I want to do, like when I want to do it. You know, it has its challenges. Yes, you know, if
What was the toughest part about starting your business?
doing everything in COVID, like waiting 2 years to get showers built.
That was rough, man.
Yeah, being sued in the beginning, you know. This is a whole bunch of stuff that happened, man. Dude, I was even told from the city that I might have to move my gym. I was like, because it wasn't fitting the zone. I'm like,
or how about he had the guy that had the contracts died.
Oh yeah, my plans was proved.
And it was sitting on his desk.
It was sitting on the guy's desk. He dies, and then they put him on another person, and then I had to start from scratch.
That's crazy.
So that's why it took so long for the showers to be built.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Homeboy died. Yeah. So much shit happens, man.
I pay attention to everything.
But the thing is, this isn't stuff that people see. They just come.
They don't see it.
For example, people come see Jerry. He's fit. I'm going to train you. How are you going to train me? You don't know what it's like to be me. They don't know that you came from this guy to this guy.
Yeah.
People come to Stronghouse and they see a vibrant community. They see people everywhere. They see it's full. They see trainers
looking good. Everybody looks good.
They don't know what it took to get them doors open because that's the consumer side. They don't see.
Keep them open.
Yeah. They don't see. They don't see what it takes.
You know how many gyms closed around us?
I know.
Yeah.
You had a nice little influx from one
Just recently, yeah, we gonna keep that going. Yeah,
but it's people don't realize that most businesses fail.
Yeah. They said like 3-5 years.
Yeah, and it's like if you have a business that's not only if the doors are still open and you're good at 3 years, then you're probably going to make it.
Yeah.
But if it's that hustle, it's that shit. I got kicked in the nuts. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 3 steps forward, 4 steps back.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that need and that want to just keep going. Would you say? I always talk about with Coach that you got to live life on purpose. Would you say this is your purpose?
Yes.
What aspect of it, or the whole thing? Are you living your purpose?
Yes, I really believe I am living my purpose. I really, really love seeing people be great. Like, I love seeing people set a goal for themselves, accomplish it, and then create new goals. Because that's kind of like how I set my life. Like, I try to set a goal, accomplish it, and just create new ones, right? So getting to see the happiness I bring to some people every day. Some people might be having a bad day. You just see how the text messages I get from people, like, just saying, thank you for putting a smile on my face. Thank you for this person. Thank you for this environment. Like, a lot of people lost a lot in COVID, right? Yeah. And, for some of the members that come up to me and be like, yo, this was the best thing that happened in COVID. Like, it's real touching, man. It's like, damn. Like,
it's your ministry,
and
it's a ministry.
Just to see the people, like, reach out to me for, I recently lost my mom's. So just to see people like reach out and just want to be there for me, I'm not used to that. So it's like just to see that, man, it feels good, man. But
it comes from the energy you give.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I didn't tell you this at the time. When you met my mom at Chiconi's. So we're sitting there having lunch on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And him and his wife and the babies
all of them
come strolling up.
all of them.
Right? He had the squad. And I think you were holding your daughter, I think maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And gives me a big hug, whatever. And I introduced my mom. And my mom was like, that guy has a presence. She's like, he's got big. She's like, she's got.
She felt that's right.
This motherfucker here.
Nah, I'm joking, man. I'm joking, man.
You know she gonna see this.
Oh, your mama, I love you. Where you at?
Don't worry.
But she was like, she's like, yeah. She's like, he's got a presence, and she's like, there's something about him. No lie. And I was just like, and my mom is very intuitive. She just picks up on shit.
Yeah.
She's no nonsense. That Caribbean mom,
Yeah.
Well, we know he's at Chicone, so that's his favorite spot.
Yeah, I love Chicone.
Yeah. And so it was just, it's one of those things. It's like you get back from the people around you what you put out there.
Yeah.
Energy attracts the same energy.
Gets.
Yeah. I try to keep good energy around me.
Yeah. Like one of the first things that I remember when you first opened, like when it was open. when there was no bordering on the windows.
Hey man, we had to do what we had to do.
We had to do, bro.
The city was coming around too often.
Oh man! And you were talking about the features, the benefits. I said, no, your feature and benefit is community. That's the money. That's the money shot. No gym has. I'm gonna say no gym, but most gyms don't have community. They have equipment.
Yeah.
They have members.
Yeah.
But there's a community. Most people know each other in that gym.
Yeah,
in some way.
I try to make it feel like I said, make it feel like home. We call it the house, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just, I want my front desk to know everybody by their first name. Yeah. Like when you walk in the door, like, hey, it's like when you go to like the other gyms, you're just a barcode. You swipe your barcode and you just go into your own thing. But you come here, it's like you're gonna see some. Hey, what's up? So you working? Everybody compliment each other.
Everybody's fist bumps, whatever.
It's like You know, it kind of feels like paid in full. Or when the bitch is coming through, hey, what's up, yeah? Yeah, you know, I'm in the building, you feel me? Like, it gives you that type of feel. Then, you know, I play a lot of East Coast music, so, you know, I like chill. Chill. Yeah, this is a New York gym in LA.
So I park in the back of the building, and I'm like, okay, let me just sit here for a second. I can hear the music in the parking lot.
Hey, listen. You know how we do it. You know how we do it.
Here
we
go.
We try to keep good energy, man. I say, you know, LA got some great artists, there's great music and stuff, but you know, I'm from the Bronx.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm from the Bronx.
What does a day off look like for you?
A day off? Wow.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah. Word. I got kids, bro, so ain't no day off.
That's
bro.
what I was getting at.
Yeah, bro. I don't, my mornings starts at 6 o'clock every day. Like not every day, because I'm at the gym on Monday through Fridays. I'm at the gym like 4 or 5 every day. But on the weekdays, it starts
a little
early.
late this morning.
Yeah, for the first time.
I know this is true.
It felt good.
I know. You came in, he was bubbly. I was like, this guy's like, hey, how you doing?
It was like 6:30. I got it. I was like, yo.
So me and this guy, sometimes when we were going to the gym in the morning, because we lived right next to each other at that time, we're going to our old gym, and I'm driving. I'm like honking on the horn. Jerry's like,
yeah, it'd be like
see that green light?
Gone. Gone.
And then I lose him because he'll dart into Starbucks, and I'm still going.
Yeah, listen.
How is it balancing dad, husband, entrepreneur? Is there such a thing? We talked about this before. It's one of our podcasts as work-life balance.
It's hard, man, because you know someone's gonna take the end of the stick. Like you got to sacrifice.
Because both went like this at the same time.
You got to sacrifice. Somebody, like, you know, sometimes, you know, my kids, you know, I always try to make sure I'm there. I'm a very active dad. I'm, you know, playing basketball in the backyard. I'm running around. I'm grabbing me and my daughter. We was just braiding hair the other day, you know, I'm very active with my kids. And then, you know, I try to be, you know, active with my wife. So I try to like have like little date nights and try to take it out as much as I can. She would definitely want more. But I tell her, baby, it's
just the nature of it.
Yeah, but you know, I'm always working, and you know, when I'm not working, I try to balance the kids, or there's other things I gotta do for the business. So you know, I want to get to the point where if it's the business runs on its own, I don't need to be there, right? But I have things that I want to get to, certain levels I want to get to. So it's not gonna get there on its own, and so I gotta, you know, continuously to motivate myself to go further and further and further.
I always say somebody who's living their purpose or on purpose, there is no such thing as balance. Success doesn't have balance.
Yeah, I gotta keep going.
Success is foot on the gas pedal and only tapping the brake.
Yeah.
You don't let off the gas pedal. Yeah. You just tap the brake. Yeah.
I used to say I'm going to retire at 40, but I'm like, nah, because I'm gonna be tapping into something else.
I say it's like
I want to do daycares. I want to start working with. I want to do daycares. I want to get more into real estate. And so I'm tapping into this stuff now, but I really want to get into daycares. Like, I think that's
the hustler's mentality. Right, there's always a next thing.
If anybody who's trying to get into daycares, holler at me. I'm trying to get into some daycares, man. I'm telling you, that's a good business.
That you sit and talk to my mom. She used to run daycares.
Yo, listen, I know it's probably terrible. I don't want to be there on the day-to-day. Nah, I just want to throw, you know, the coins there, back up. Like, I ain't trying to be around like that.
You see a need
for
something, and then you figure out, can I have the solution for that need? Yeah. Too many people who start businesses are just trying to do a me too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to, it worked for this person, so I'm going to do the same thing.
I just realized it would never go out of business. People always having babies every day. And I see what I'm paying for these daycares and
see that or
these tuitions.
I was going to say daycares and funeral homes.
Yo.
People dying every day too.
That's a fact, right?
See, you just gave him another idea.
I know.
I'm not doing this. I can't deal with the dead bodies, bro. That's a little crazy.
It's a little rough.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
What's next?
So what's next for Stronghouse?
What's next for Jerry?
Oh, what's next for Jerry, man?
Jerry, man, we
Stronghouse is gonna be Stronghouse.
Yeah. So what's next for Jerry? I want to start tapping into different things as far as like on the business side. Like I said, daycares. I want to continue to be an entrepreneur, right? But one thing that I want to do is I want to become the next Black Shark Tank. You know, I want to be able to go back into our communities and help people with coming up with business plans, helping them with funding. Stuff like that. Like I watch Shark. That's like one of my favorite shows in the world.
I'm right there with you.
So I watch Shark Tank. I probably watch every episode, and watching that show is giving me so much confidence. You know, because sometimes I suffer from confidence. Sometimes you think that you're not that smart. You listen to these people that go to Harvard, MIT, all these other places, and some they be saying the dumbest shit.
Because they life
like
dumb.
this.
They book smart and life
I'm
dumb.
like,
educated,
wow.
A lot of times educated.
And that
fools.
gave me, I'm like, oh, I can do this now. Like, I can be this. So I want to just give people opportunities, man, and just help change our community. Because I think the best thing to do is build within our community, and then we can focus on other things.
Yeah. Who's your heroes growing up?
All my heroes, man. Like my father, my mother. Those are my heroes.
That's where
man.
you know you're from New York.
Yeah.
My father, my mother.
Those are my heroes. But I got some teammates that helped change my life. My boy Lawrence, I think you met him.
Yeah.
My boy Noro. Some guys that me just being kind of lost, and they gave me a little bit of a direction. And so I always give those guys like credit because they was a big part of my life. Then my high school coaches, those guys there, they believed something in me, and they pushed me. They saw I was a kid that was kind of lost, and and they put me in the right direction, the way I needed to be pushed.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely.
And people don't think we need role models, especially
you
people
have,
that look like us.
Bro, listen,
There's
your
not
parents
enough-
tell us all the time it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Yeah.
You need that same type of village when you get to adults, man. When we at this age, man, you need people who are like-minded and that has the same mindset and that like want more. If you're talking to somebody, like if I'm sitting there talking to somebody who's okay where they at and just want to be exactly where they at, I can't relate to that person. I'm sorry.
I always tell people too, I can't sit like I was having this conversation this weekend. I was like, my friend group is getting older I get, smaller and smaller. And the reason why is because I get tired of sitting around people who all they do is take my energy. Meaning they always want to know what I could do for them. You know what I mean?
That don't take no meaning. I know exactly what you're talking about.
All that, just what, you're making me better, but you're not feeding me at all. I'm feeding you. Your belly's getting full, but you're not feeding me at all. Yeah. And it's like, after a while, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why am I even here?
Yeah. Energy vultures.
Because every time around you, you're like this. All right, what are we talking about next?
It's either that, or they have nothing to extend to you as far as conversation.
That's what I mean.
Engagement.
That's what I mean. Taking
energy, but
that's what I mean. They're taking this way and not like if we're talking about shit. It's always me educating and getting no education back. It's me.
You want to be in a room where you can learn from somebody else.
Talking to this dude, he's like, dude, I read this book.
The smartest one.
I read this book, and I'm like, shit, what'd you read? Tell me about it. It's not about. Yeah, if I'm in a room and I'm the only doctor in the room, I'm gonna be the smartest guy in the room about what I do.
Yeah,
I should be if I'm the only one who does this.
Yes,
but there's so much other shit outside that I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about that and that.
Yeah.
So like me and this dude, so I'll say something to him because I know he listens. I'll say, "Oh, your client this with their hip," and he'll turn to his side. He's like, "Go tell him," because we have a community. I'll go and tell him. He's like, "Thank you, I appreciate it."
There's no ego.
And I'll say, "I'll get the Venmo later."
One thing I want to ask you before we start getting close to wrapping this up. Who is Jerry Housey?
Jerry Housey is a father, a husband. That's what you said, right? I said it right. I said it right. I don't want to confuse somebody.
I got you.
Entrepreneur, somebody who cares about the community. Somebody cares about the people he's around. Somebody who wants everybody around him to be great. I care more about others. I probably do this a little bit too much. I put others before myself sometimes, and but I'm okay with that because I give myself a balance. I know when to take a chill or whatnot, or not engage as much. But I'm just a man who made it out of the Bronx, who wants to show other kids also that you don't always, if sports doesn't work out, there's other options. And there's so many other options I see now as an adult, you know, as a grown man, that as a kid you don't know about, you know, like being a surgeon, you know, being the camera guy. Yeah. Like, everybody want to be in front of the camera, but people behind the camera make a lot of money too. Like, it's a production, man. It's so many. You see, like LeBron, right? A guy like LeBron, he doesn't get to where he at by himself. Like, yes, he has his talents, right? But on the business side of things, he has a team of guys that he have to trust.
I'll tell you.
Those guys he trusts, those are good people. And I guarantee you a lot of people would take those guys' salaries any day.
I tell you, as a kid, there was zero chance I would have ever seen this scenario right here. On any platform.
Yeah.
3 black men having a conversation about business and hustle and failing and growing and just
pursuit of excellence, baby.
And fast forward to now, people say things are different. I think as black men, we have to show the world that we exist.
Yeah.
We have to, unlike most other races, we have to constantly show the world that we exist because people want to forget us.
But we have to believe in ourselves too.
Oh, for sure. And this is how you have to show people. Yeah. You have to show the younger generation
we really
too.
push the needle. If people really understood it, we really push the needle. If we would just believe in ourselves and believe in the talents, and because everything that's popping now is
we
really
set
based,
trends.
Yes, we set the culture, right? And anything that's popping now is really based off us. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, I always have this conversation. You know, back in the day, you know, a big butt was like ghetto, right? Now look at it now.
Yeah.
Big lips was ghetto.
I don't want to be you. I just want to look like you.
You see?
Yeah.
I don't want everything that comes with it.
Cornrows and all that type of stuff. That's ghetto. Like now look at it, right?
Yeah.
You know, certain people do it, and now it's like just pop it.
We got to learn to teach our young men to be more proud.
Yeah.
To be more proud of who they are.
I suffer from that. You know, so like, I never really had nobody telling me, you know, anything I said I wanted to do as a child, like my mother was like, yeah, do it. My parents were like, go do it. But I never had that constant person that's saying, you great, you this, you that. You know, that's what I always tell my son, you great. Like, so you're a superstar. So he walks around and starts believing it.
He does.
Now you have to believe that.
Yeah.
You should. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I want my son to have confidence because confidence will take you so far in life. You'll try everything. You'll bump your head, fall. So what? You're confident in doing it. Like, just continue going and going. Cause that's what life is about.
So yeah, man, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh no,
And
definitely, man.
Definitely want to have a round 2 and see where Jerry Housey and Stronghouse Fitness, what comes next.
Oh,
you know? Yeah. And why don't you tell everybody before we run out of here where they can find you? Your socials, everything.
You can find us on social media at Stronghouse Fitness. You can find me at Jerry Housey, Jerry Housey, Housey. Stronghouse Fitness is across the street from Pink's Hot Dogs.
Los Angeles.
La Brea Melrose, 716 North La Brea Avenue, Los Angeles, California. Directly across the street from Pink's Hot Dogs. Don't go there. Bring your ass to Stronghouse Fitness. We'll see your ass soon. There we go.
Coach KJ, man. Where they gonna find you, dude?
They're gonna find me at Coach KJ Knows and CoachKJ.com.
And you're gonna find me at Lionel Hunt on IG at huntspine.com. Go check out the huntfoundation.org. We're doing big things all over the world trying to make it a better place. And with that, we out.
You got such a fancy name, man. That's a fancy classy black name right there.